So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Argentina have gone 4-3. Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? They've played it short. Now it's to Paul. Oh, this looks sharp. Portugal are looking to go forward now. It's a searching pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's found a way through. He's got full. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Ruben Dias. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Big chance! In he goes again! Goal! Argentina! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So, a breakthrough already. Ruben Dias. And it's Mendes. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Out to the right. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vitinha. Shot, surely! Front-footed pressing going on here. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball, crossfield.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pinches it off him. And here's Rafael Leao. That's not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Played it early. Tagliafico gets it away. Gonzalez. Pedro Neto wins the duel this time. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Messi. He is through here! Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Shapes to shoot! Diogo Dalot plays it all the way forward. And this is Ronaldo. He's looking wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread out to the left.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? And the ball is out of play. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
What a throw in. De Paul knocks it into space. Messi picks it up out wide. Messi's cross. Oh, smash it! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he comes up trumps again.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Paredes attempts a clearance. And a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bernardo Silva. Here's Rafael Leao. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Paredes. Tagliafico. To McAllister. Nicely aimed pass. Alvarez. Looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Over to the left. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao goes on a charge down the left. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Pedro Neto. Flings in across. Cristiano Ronaldo! Harmlessly behind. Tagliafico. Gonzalez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Paredes. And Gonzalez. Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's off and running. Now it's Rafael Leao. And back to the keeper. Tagliafico. Paredes. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Gonzalez. All the way back. Nuno Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. Defending was strong and firm. And here's Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rafael Leao. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Tagliafico calmly anticipates. Paredes. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And this is Ronaldo. Great chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Paredes. Tagliafico.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, some tackle that. Ronaldo couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, now it's... Oh, he's been caught napping! Crossed into the box. Oh, good-looking ball. Driving forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Now it's Rafael Leao. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Paredes. Alvarez. Stood up well to him there. Bernardo Silva. For Pedro Neto.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Montiel. Otamendi. And it's McAllister. For De Paul. Martinez. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. To McAllister. Rafael Leao. And we've reached half-time.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Aquí están los jugadores.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Fernandes, and here's Neto. Messi, out to the left it goes.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Thinks one through. Now that's well seen too. Rafael Leao. And it's Dallo. For Pedro Neto. Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. De Paul did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Rafael Leao to Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. And he's forced to go back. And it's Dallo. Now Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. And it's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Here's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. McAllister.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's McAllister. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
Time and again they are repelled. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tagliafico. Now it's Gonzalez. Good pressure, determined, intense.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Bruno Fernandes just eases him off the ball. He'll play through for the wide man. Gonzalez gets into some space. And the keeper beats it away. Cristiano Ronaldo. For Pedro Neto. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Rafael Leao. Great defending, strong and determined. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Tagliafico.
That's going in strongly.
Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. For Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's beaten the last man. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that would have been some goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Tagliafico. Gonzalez. Opts for safety. Otamendi. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bernardo Silva. Chooses to go crossfield. Pedro Neto. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's fabulous. Paredes. To Martinez. De Paul. Alvarez.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Gonzalez. And he's in a decent chance! Off the post! Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Now it's Gonzalez. Tagliafico. Montiel. Alvarez. That's a good ball out wide. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
A case now of complete control. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And it's Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Montiel. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bernardo Silva. This looks promising. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Corner number 2 then. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. And he'll shoot here! And it's Bernardo Silva. Steaming on goalwards. Diogo, and again! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So, third corner of the game. Surely now! He will be livid with himself. McAllister. Bruno Fernandes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Gonzalez. Well, they can break here. And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shoots! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Messi is in a really good position out wide. That'll be a corner. Messi goes short. Nice bit of trickery. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And that's really well manoeuvred. Diogo Dalot.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Inacio cuts out the pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rafael Leao. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Ball is over the line. Argentina making consecutive changes here. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
McAllister, Tagliafico. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Vitinha. Bernardo Silva knocks it out wide, played back in. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Dybala. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafael Leao. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Garnacho. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct...
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We have already started here. Montiel promptly onto that, and that is that. McAllister. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Who else but Lionel Messi? I don't need to tell anyone what he's capable of. Some critics don't rate him as the best player on the planet. That's because the Argentinian, for me, is on a different planet.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Bernardo Silva. And this is Ronaldo. McAllister. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. To Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Paul. And he's intervened well there. They get a throw in. He's shifting through the gears here. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bernardo Silva. And it's played into the middle. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Not the most accurate pass. And he plays one through. Messi gets the chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
I thought he did so well to exploit the space that was afforded to him then. Deserved more.
Diogo Dalot. There's the crossfield ball. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's with the keeper. And it's Bernardo Silva. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Chris, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Diogo Dalot. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Diogo Dalot certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Tagliafico. McAllister. Now it's Gonzalez. McAllister in acres of space out wide. Argentina have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. He's there to head it! No, not the best of headers. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, that has not gone well. McAllister. Argentina upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
De Paul. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva looking to penetrate opposition lines. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Pedro Neto. Paredes did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party, Alvarez, is on his own. Goes for a shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bernardo Silva! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bruno Fernandes. Almost half an hour in now. Decent chance! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Out to the left it goes. Oh, it's a great ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Rafael Leao. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's picked his way through. And a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Shot could be on. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tagliafico. Paredes. Now it's Gonzalez. And he's managed to get free. He's in a great position here. Big header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Messi. Quality ball. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Over to the left. And he's in on goal! Shoots! Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Dias. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Paredes. McAllister. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. That's Gonzalez. Oh, that's fabulous. He is through here. Now it's de Paul. He's dealt with that really well. That's a sharp pass. And here's Gonzalez. He has found the way through. Great work on the overlap. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. Opts for safety. Otamendi. For de Paul. Played out to the left flank. Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. And this is Ronaldo. And the finish! Decent enough try. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's de Paul. No outsmarting him this time. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Bernardo Silva. Nicely spread. Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is a great chance! There's the whistle for half-time. Have to look back on the first 45 minutes.
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Paredes. McAllister. And it's Messi. Montiel. Knocks it into space. Alvarez. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Nuno Mendes. And here's Gonzalez.
That's good play from him.
Vitinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Rafael Leao. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Really well taken goal. And the second half is off to a flyer. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Argentina really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's been shifted off it. Tagliafico. And across it goes. Otamendi. Tagliafico. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Pedro Neto. Now it's Rafael Leao. Brilliantly cut out. De Paul. Well, that is one way to stop him. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for some...
And the shot! Cleared without hesitation. Alvarez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Paul gets a foot in here.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment.
Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Pedro Neto.
La cantidad de
That has been
espectadores de
slung
este
wide.
partido fue de 72.300.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's looking wide. Gonzalo Inacio. That has been cut short. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Alvarez.
Oh, really well played.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Vitinha. Here's Rafael Leao. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. Montiel. Messi. De Paul. Paredes. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nuno Mendes. And it's Dallo. For Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao. And it's Bernardo Silva. And he's forced to go back. Here's Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Spread it left. Rafael Leao. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's to Paul. Montiel. Great vision. And it's been played through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Gonzalez! Oh, he's hit the bar! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, that's well spotted. Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao. Vitinha. For Pedro Neto. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rafael Leao. And it's Mendes. Diogo Dalot. For Pedro Neto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. And it's Mendes. That's a throw. Chooses to go crossfield. Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's gone for goal! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Portugal are level. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has two. Time then for the first substitution of the game. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Great ball, and he's in, and the shot!
Cambio en Argentina. Número 7.
Argentina making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chance, surely! And again! Wonderful save by Martinez. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Diogo Dalot. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Dallo.
Portugal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now there's a fine ball. Dybala was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Gonzalez. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 3. Entrará al campo. Número 18.
And it's McAllister. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedro Neto. And the number on the board is 3. Pass somewhat off target. Vitinha. He's looking wide. Rafael Leao. Oh, terrible pass. Pedro Neto. That is good alertness.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's that. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great.
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Otamendi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez.
And a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Rafael Leao. And Mendes. Rafael Leao. Bernardo Silva. Nicely spread. Pedro Neto. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. Chooses to go crossfield. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Lisandro Martinez. There's the shot! An early chance there, first of the game.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Gonzalez is onto it in a flash. Now it's Alvarez. Tagliafico gets into some space. Gonzalez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Looks to the other side. Pedro Neto. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha. Goes looking wide. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's one-on-one! That has not gone well. Wriggles his way through, and he welcomes big chance! They just took too long getting forward.
Gonzalez simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
It's a pretty loose pass. Messi, caught offside that time. Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there? An instinctive delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nuno Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. No goals as yet. Here's Rafael Leao. Played out to the right. Tries to get it clear. McAllister.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's forced to go back. Now it's Gonzalez. He's shifting through the gears here. Good take, and is he in? Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Now it's Pedro Neto, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Diogo Dalot does really well to win the ball there. Now there's... and the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ruben Dias. Nuno Mendes. And he's got his cross in. Otamendi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Rafael Leao cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
And it's been taken short. That's going to go a long way. Vitinha. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bernardo Silva actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Messi picks it up out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rafael Leao really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he shoots! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Bruno Fernandes. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb! A finish of true class! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, strongly challenged there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pinches it off him. Otamendi. Montiel. And it's Messi. For De Paul. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Argentina grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Messi was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's in a great position here, distributed tidily. Messi could try cutting inside here. In by Messi. Diogo Dalot deals with that comfortably. The referee's awarded a free kick. Climbs up big! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Argentina get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Vitinha, that's a good ball out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Diogo Costa clears it away. Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Rafael Leao. Pedro Neto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Good ball, good take. And they've got rid. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on...
Chance, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. To Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gonzalez. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we're underway again.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at...
He's had a shot! No mistake! And this is getting better and better. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Argentina take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Now it's Gonzalez. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Pedro Neto usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Paredes. Tagliafico. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Alvarez. That's Paredes. Montiel. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Diogo Dalot. And it's Mendes. And that's going right the way across for Pedro Neto. Diogo Dalot. Rafael Leao. And that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Quality ball. And here's Vitinha. Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Montiel. And it's McAllister. And this is Ronaldo. He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. And here's Christ, and the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Diogo Dalot gets across to intercept that. For Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. For Pedro Neto. Diogo Dalot. And it's Bernardo Silva. Vitinha. Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? De Paul. Alvarez. 60 minutes played. De Paul. Alvarez. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose. He's going for goal! Sticks it away! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Paredes. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Real chance! Off the post! Tagliafico.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, some tackle that. Out to the right. Can he finish? Loose ball, takes a shot! Oh, crossbar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Gonzalez stood his ground strongly. Bernardo Silva. For Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal have their third corner. He gets big. That's a half-decent try. Not the most accurate pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Played out towards the right wing. De Paul. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now this could be a chance. Alvarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Spread it left. Here's Rafael Leao. Bernardo Silva. And it's Vitinha. Gonzalez, who's set up one goal so far. And this is Ronaldo. He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Montiel. And it's Messi. He's found the way through. It's a really well-measured ball. That has been cut short. Half an hour gone in the second half. Otamendi. Vitinha does well to get it back. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. To Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. It's Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes! And another try! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Gonzalez. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nuno Mendes. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looking for options for movement. Look at the space here. Shoots! It's in! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Argentina move 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Pedro Neto. No, it's not getting there. Pass somewhat off target. Montiel. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Chance for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Argentina making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, they're really trying hard to change the complexion of this game, and surely it's only a matter of time before they can grab a goal. They're absolutely pounding away to get it. It's superb effort.
And claimed it back swiftly. The final 5 minutes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great chance here from position A1. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's being shifted off it. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that pass isn't the best. Diogo Dalot. For Pedro Neto. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Just eases him off the ball. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Dybala. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Bruno Fernandes. He's a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Now it's Rafael Leao. To Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. And here's Cristiano. And the shot! Goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Número 15.
And that is as far as it goes. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrará la información de nuestros servicios de autobús.
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, that was impressive. Match that. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So it's away we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised. And you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Well, they've got it again. He is through here. In he goes again. Big moment. Massive goal.
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him. Setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Pedro Neto. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Portugal with the corner, they're first. And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Shot, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal have their second corner now. Gonzalez. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. And Dallo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Over to the left. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Tagliafico. Now it's McAllister. He's found a way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Messi goes short. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Messi will not want... Takes a shot! Quality ball. And this is Bernardo Silva. Alvarez, played out to the left flank. Oh, that's a fine interception. That looks a good cross. Played out wide.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And they've switched it over to the other side. Alvarez. He's had a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's